Yosh, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another Bakugan review video. Today we're going to be tackling one of the Shields of Vestroia starter sets, featuring Aurelus Hydorous Ultra. I've really been looking forward to this set, specifically for the Bakugan in this deck. However, looking ahead at the deck itself, it seems really nice. So without further ado, let's jump right on in. Okay, we have everything laid out like we like it. We're going to go ahead and run through the cores real quick, just to get them out of the way. So we have our Helix of Fusion getting 300 beat power and 2 Frost Strike. I have never seen this one before. Very, very cool core. I can see a lot of practical uses for it. Next we have a Fire Fist of plus 3 damage and an additional 4 damage if you are fused. A Helix of 1 Frost Strike. A Orange Shield of minus 100 beat power. An Orange Shield of plus 300 beat power. And an Orange Shield of plus 200 beat power. So not a huge amount of good cores. Probably say like these two are probably the best. And these ones are kind of just like quote unquote like throwaway ones. The 300 beat power isn't bad, but these two really are like, I guess these three aren't really going to do very much. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual Bakugan themselves, starting with these Cyndius and Scorporus. He looks very, very cool. His shield hand doesn't go out very far, which is, I guess, not bad. His sword hand is really cool. All in all, he looks like a very cool Bakugan. You have his like back leg raised plastic on the inside there, and then his scorpion tail. Very cool. His like green visor, his Cylon eye, pretty dope. The purple crest in the middle is very, very cool. So there is our Pyrus Darkus Scorporus. Let's take a look at his character card. Scorporus and Cyndius. Orange Shield Helix, 300 beat power. 4 damage and 2 to fuse into this knight-looking guy. He looks extremely awesome. I like that a lot. So we have the 7 and 7. I guess that's not terrible. Next, we're going to take a look at Nilius and Enoch, which is kind of the whole reason I got this set. He looks really, really cool. I love the green on the underside of his wings. He's got this like nice long tail. He looks very, very good. The different colored eyes look really cool. I like the orange on the one side and the green on the other, and the way that it just kind of like splits down the middle. His feet flip out, but he has these nice neon green accents on him. Very, very cool. I like this Bakugan a lot, and I'm really happy to have one. Also, the thing that's really cool is that it has the Darkest faction on it twice, one on each wing, which, you know, unnecessary because it's the same faction, but I love the consistency of all the Fusion Force Bakugan having both Bakugan attributes on them. So even though it's Darkest, the fact that it's on there twice just is really nice. Next, we're going to take a look at his character card, which is Darkest Nilius Enoch, double Darkest. We have the Orange Shield and Red Fist, 500 beat power, 2 damage, and 4 energy to fuse. And then we have this sick art. This is absolutely crazy. Wow, that's super cool. The Nilius Enoch Fusion, 900 beat power and 7 damage. Pretty gimmicky. I mean, I like him. I don't know if there's any space for him in a deck, but I'm gonna play around with it and see if I can't find anything super cool. So next we're gonna take a look at the Aurelus Hydorous Ultra. So he's got these like really cool gold embellishments on him everywhere, and the silver tail is very, very nice. Now you can see the 600 beat power printed on his tail. The silver details on him are really nice. I like the crest on his head ending with the gold on the edges. Looks very, very nice. Zero complaints about him design-wise, and I'm sure messing around with different attribute Bakugear on him is going to be really, really cool. So we have the character card. We have the Hydorous Ultra, Orange Shield Helix, 604, and he is not a fusion, so that's what we get for him. And that's all the Bakugan, so let's go ahead and get to the main event that you all came here for, and that's the deck. Get that nice peeling open action. Oh, super clean. Love that. Oh, super nice. Alright, so we have our 40 card deck right here, starting with an incredible card art, Meteor Storm. So this is 3 energy, 4 damage, and a draw 1. Pretty nice. I like the dual faction on this. I feel like this has a lot of good uses with like Dark Rage and Mighty Cyndius, not only bumping up your B power by 4, but also giving you a draw to potentially get more out of winning through damage. So I think this, I could see the usage of this card. Very, very cool. Next we have Darkest Pyrus Pulverizer, which is a 5 cost, 5 damage, returns to your hand, and then Rapid Fire, which is very, very cool. For those of you who don't know what Rapid Fire is, it's the second rapid fire card you play is free this turn. So we get one of those. So we have Reality Ripper, which is actually an insane card that looks super, super cool. Probably where Dark Hole came from, but it's a 5 energy, 10 damage, and then choose a player to discard a card for each Fusion Bakugan on your team. So this is really nice if you're building a really heavy fusion deck. Essentially makes your opponent have to discard 3 cards of any faction. Next we have Flames of Ambition, which is very, very cool. I am immediately in love with this card. We have all of Dan's Bakugan. We got Drago, Syndius, and Glader right on the cover there doing like a combo fire attack, which I'm all about. So this is a 3 cost, 3 damage, and then an additional 3 damage for each Fusion Bakugan on your team. These 2 cards together are very, very good. Pyrostorm, which is a great, great addition. This card is very, very good. So it is a 2 cost Aurelus card. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. You may put 1 action, Bakugear, Evo, and Hero revealed into your hand, and then put the rest on the bottom in any order. So this is just a really good generic searcher. I say generic because you pretty much get to search for everything but a flip card. That's really nice. I hope we get more than one of these because this card is very good. But I can understand why they would only give us 1. So we have Darkest Scion, which is a 5 cost, 700 B power rapid fire. Then we have a second one of those. We have Sting Web Snare, which is a 2 cost, 200 B power plus 6 damage. That's pretty decent. Got 2 of those. That poor Batrix. We have another Meteor Storm. We have Darkest Glare, which is a 1 cost, minus 2 damage. And if you play this on a Fusion Bakugan, it's minus 8 instead. So that's huge for a 1 cost. Even the minus 2 is really good, but being able to just cripple your opponent with a minus 8 is crazy. Then we have one of my favorite cards, Throw Anything, TM, 2 cost, 400 B power, and Shadow Strike. So we got 2 more of those. We have Trailing Dragon. That's very, very cool. Who is that on there? Is that Phaedrus? Please let me know who this dragon is. I think it's Phaedrus, but I'm not entirely sure. This is a 3 energy, 200 B power, and 4 damage. If you energize this card from your hand, you may pay 2 to draw a card. So that's really nice. 2 of those. Then we have Volatile Instincts, which is a 3 cost, plus 6. And then if you energize this card from your hand, you may pay 2 to draw a card. That's very cool. So we get 2 of those. Then we have Nuclear Pummel, 10 cost for 4. Second one of those. Another Darkest Glare. Malham. I think he's the dude who uses Sabra. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember. But he is a hero. 1 cost. When you fuse a Bakugan, give a Bakugan plus 2 B power and 2 damage. Pretty decent for a 1 cost. 0 complaints about that. Getting this early and setting it up seems pretty nice. Then we have Mega Pyrus, which is 0 for plus 2 damage. And then if you play it on a Fusion Bakugan, it's 5. So it's 5 damage for free if you have your deck set up for Fusion. So that's really cool. We get 2 of those. We get Energy Sphere, which is extremely awesome. Look at that art. Wow. Shields of Vestroia art is really nice. Wow. I was actually going to skip out on getting these because the Geogon Rising set was in my area, but when I found out what set this guy was in, I just had to pick one up. So hopefully, if you guys like this video, I'll get the other 2 and we'll run through them. So I'm not seeing any of the gimmicks from Shields of Vestroia in this set so far, but we're going to go on to our flip card. I'm pretty sure we will when we get to the Bakugear, so that'll be nice. So this is Weapons of Darkest, which is a 1 cost flip card. Stop Darkest or a Fusion Bakugan. That seems really nice. Yeah, can't complain about that. I hope we get another one of those. Stopping a Fusion Bakugan is really nice, especially with Chaos, Drago, and Hydorous being a really strong Chaos Bakugan. Then we have Golden Wall with Feral and a Jit on there, which is a 3 cost. Stop a non-Fusion Bakugan on the other side of that. Of course, we get 2 of those. Then we get Burning Cloud, which is a 4 cost. Stop a non-Fusion Bakugan. If you do, make a Pyrus attack for 2 damage. Not as good as Syndius. You do get to stop a non-Fusion Bakugan, but with the way the game is going right now, that is going to be probably like either 1 of 3 or 2 of 3 of your opponent's team or arsenal. Alright, so we have our Bakugear, and immediately I want to address this. So the reason it's called Shields of Vestroia is because this symbol right here. This is a 1 with a shield around it. So what this means is that if you're flipping this for damage and you reveal this card, this discards as a 2 for damage. So if you get hit for 3 damage, you mill this 1 and then another one, because this counts as 2. So that's very, very cool. Really interesting game mechanic for this generation. I think being able to reduce the amount of cards you're losing off the top of your deck is going to be very good. Now, is that to say all of the Bakugan from Shields of Vestroia are good? I cannot say, but the applications of this ability, I feel, are very positive for the game. So we have Burn Cutter, which is a 3-cost Bakugan, which is plus 100 B power and 5 damage. Pretty decent. We're going to get another one of those. Oh my god. Lava Blade. Wow. Look at that. That is insane. Okay, so Lava Blade is a 5-cost, and it discards as an additional 2, and then Rapid Fire, the second card you play this turn, is free. 2 and 4, so that's pretty nice. It's the fact that it's a Rapid Fire is super good. So we get 2 more of those, and then we did get another Weapons of Darkness, which I really wanted. And a Fusion. Okay, I was not expecting to see a Fusion in the set. We have Titan Hydorous Ultra, which is a 4-cost, 1200 B power and 6 damage. If an opposing player has reduced damage with armor rating this turn, you may play this card for free. So if your opponent flips one of these Shields of Vestroia Bakugan and reduce the amount of their damage, then you can play this for free. So pretty decent. Then we have Diamond Nilius Enoch. Wow. Okay, Diamond Evolution when you don't get the actual figure for it. That's pretty nice. So this is a 5-cost, 1200 B power, and 8 damage Fusion Evolution. Yeah, so that's really cool. You get one of those, at least so far. Then we get Unholy Bow, which is like the holy bow that the Chaos have, which is an additional 1 on the shield, 100 B power, and 1 damage. A lot of 1s on this, so I got a little tongue-tied there. And then I think this is our final card, which is Aurelian Accelerator, which is a 6-cost, 4 reduction, 4 and 4. So yeah, this seems like a very good card. Maybe a bit gimmicky, but the -4 seems really, really nice. All around a solid deck. I'd love to try this as is, just to see if it kind of works together. Unfortunately, we only got the 1 Pyrostorm. I feel like these decks are kind of worth picking up multiples of, just due to the fact that cards are not readily available. But since the decks come with the toys, they're a little bit easier for them to manufacture and get out. Definitely a very nice deck. If you have not run out and picked this one up, I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10. Nilius Enoch, the Hydorous, and the Syndius are all really solid Bakugan, and the deck seems like it comes with a lot of utility cards that I can't complain about, and I would love to playtest in the future. But all in all, it's a pretty decent deck. Looks like you made it to the end of the video. Your reward is unlocking the like button. By hitting this achievement, you are able to show your support from me and my channel. Consider upping the ante and subscribing as well. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Want to talk card games? My Discord link can be found in the description as well. But I believe that's everything. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and remember, don't be a square. That's what Geogon are for.